everybody. It's me, the Schmoedown. I am the long-lost cousin of the Schmoedown. Like, second cousin twice removed. And I'm here to talk about the movie trivia Schmoedown. And what's going on even with my cousin. Very, very lovely what they do. And it's apparently 2 episodes. I believe this thing called Friday Night Titans. This new thing apparently, it's new season. And Schmoedown is back in the show, so of course I have to represent my cousin to see the old school and the DJ. I forgot his name, but he's really cool, and I'm surprised he hasn't shown himself yet. It seems, I guess for certain reasons they couldn't have him and the chairman there at the same time. I don't know, but. Yes, as here, I'm ruining my hand. I don't know what's going on with it. It's been acting very weird from all the work of trying to play my guitar, and to play all the music for all the people in Germany that the Schmoedown hasn't touched their lives with already. Besides myself, of course, Schmoedown is. And before we get to Schmoedown, apparently there's this Jan Kemp versus I forgot the guy's name. For some reason, Tyler did not give me fucking notes. I don't know why he don't give me fucking notes. But anyways, you know what? Just tell me in the comments. I'll remember it later. But anyways, or he'll remember it later. One of the two is gonna have to happen. But anyways, I'll remember it along the way. But yes, he tried to do this thing where he went where Brendan Benson, something Benson, I think is what it is. But anyways, this Benson guy and this Jen Kemp girl. Apparently, Jen Kemp has been finally had it throughout this whole thing. They had a whole back and forth. It was nice. Voted on the card. And Jen Kemp needed to win, and I guess so did the Den. I believe. I think they used to have Schmoedown on the staff. But it seems they kicked him out. He went to FCL and he became a champion up until he lost the title, and then they decided to bring him back into the fold and decide to be a manager. More on that when I get to it, because the main event was the JTE versus the Brandon Z. Kid Meyer. And this kid is something. He's what this Brad Gilmore guy says is of the fine young tenderoni. It sounds very weird in my accent. I don't know why that is the case. But yes. Yes, he's very interesting. This match was very interesting, though JTE got ticket over Brendan Meyer, and he was supposed to be a big team's champion, and he came so close to a single title. I don't understand it. But I do like who he's being managed with. That was pretty cool. With this Adam Witt, whom apparently, I guess from what I have told to say by the Dungeon Master, Tyler, who is not here at the moment, once dungeon, always dungeon. So he very respectful to anyone who's been in the dungeon, for the most part. Except apparently, according to this, the exceptions is Chris Jericho, because he didn't do jack shit. Jack shit but complained because he wasn't in the Raw with his stars, and it's and I could almost see him in the stars again if he wasn't too busy in the All Elite Wrestling, where I hear Danhausen is. He's sort of a good buddy of mine. I don't know if he knows me though, but that's okay. But anyways, the whole thing with the Flirton, it turns out he is managing this team that looks like a great super team that could definitely rival the current team champions, Shazam, and yes, this whole thing with this Flirton is managing. It's a very flamboyant, and I love it. I love it so much. And apparently, according to my notes, so does he. So does he. So, well, at least I'm glad that we share in that, Dungeon Tyler. I'm very glad. These notes telling me here. But that he left for me. Since he is gone, he's still kind of celebrating, or sort of kind of hungover from celebrating his birthday, or he's went to go and do something else. I think he's in the shower. I don't know, but he's gone on to do that, and then he does this thing, and then turns out that the Harloff, and then we find out from the end of this thing, apparently, from this whole thing, Liz is backed out. She is now in there, and she winds up joining the Quirky Marks after all. And because it turns out he has gone into heel mode, this big time, no longer big time, he just a Mr. Ethan Oren. And I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't. And he's a crazy man. And now he joined the faction, the Janine within, and they just call her a loser. I don't know. I don't believe she is, because she proved she was greater. And in this past season, I mean, or at least she's able, I mean, she beats the GOAT Dan Murr. Which, it seems Tyler expresses that, according to my notes, he was, as happy as she was for her, he was very upset that he didn't get to see Dan move forward for the dungeon's sake. As it seems the dungeon master should. I get that. So, I get people who, when you're in a faction, this stuff happens, I guess. Though he likes to say he's more than just his faction sometimes, also according to my notes, but it's neither here nor there. He also said that too. I'm just paraphrasing most of the time. Yes, and then all of a sudden after this, we see my cousin Zaflatenfraus here. He makes a slap that makes Roxy makes Roxy. That's a different tone than Roxy's. It's a more of a brilliant, bright tone, kind of, sort of, compared to the other, against Koi. It was a new slap hood around the world, or at least around the studio. In California. And wherever this slap eventually followed through the ethers of the internet, or the interwebs, or however you call it. I'm looking at the notes and it says internet, but we're gonna go with interwebs, so fuck it. But yes, the whole thing with that thing was quite a slap, and it was quite a promo between him and Koi, and then Koi like really, really going at his music. I'm like, what broke my heart? He seemed like a nice guy, and it seemed, but he had someone with this hat and this mask, and who seemed like apparently he was a bad guy, but now he kind of good, but I don't know about him yet. And if he's even a good player, he hasn't proven himself in that regard just yet. And it seems that is the case, and I feel bad for Liz. She downgraded. This is some bull. I guess that's his notes, but even I feel the same. I don't know. But either way, doesn't matter. I'm happy for my cousin. this Jill girl, I don't know who she is. I heard point of view I hear from what his notes are saying. She seems like a lovely lady, though. If she's willing to hang with my cousin, she's a lovely lady. Despite how it seems she sides with the Teresa, or at least that's what my notes say. I don't know. But yes, the whole thing with that was cool, and the tyrant. I love that quote. I love that quote, and apparently them drunk. I now want to, like, according to my notes, and I agree, I want to see, and since they're 1-0 this season, as well as this other team, I want to see them face the Wildberries. I want to see, and Tyler, according to his notes, want to see the Wildberries play. It would be amazing. Amazing. And, yeah. Yeah, that's what I got out of this. And I'm glad finally Whitney gets to play. It's a shame he never got to play in a dungeon according to Tyler's notes. Again, I'm gonna keep saying this. Make a drinking game if you want every time I say Tyler's notes, including Nin. So, anyways, I thought I said that earlier, but it is what it is. But yes, I like. And I like where that is going. And then we finally get the Janine and Mr. Irwin match. And a lot of people were banking on Mr. Irwin because of his past history of more than likely pulling out victories like this. And Janine, unfortunately, she fell very short, but she didn't fall so short that she didn't at least keep Ethan from getting a TKO. Which the last I saw of Ethan, he got TKO'd in IG. Which I don't believe Janine did. So she had that upper hand if she wanted. But it's a shame. I kind of wanted to, according to Tyler's notes, that he needed to see Time Machine happen. But was happy that she winds up instead with the dungeon. It's a shame it's under loss. But, and yeah, it seems like according, in fact, it notes, she a loser. She a loser. Even though Tyler says she's not a loser, she in the dungeon. Once dungeon, always dungeon. I don't care. I'm the certain Fraus. Loser. You lost the match. Though she seemed very happy, despite lost the match. And you know what? She the better woman than me then. I'll give her that. But you're a loser. But, anyways. That's whole. And then it seems now we find out about JTE and fan favorites. And it turns out, they found out that it turns out it is DTHE, Paul Preston. Of course, given the history of the movie, guys, I wouldn't be surprised with JTE Movie Thinks. And then the past history of the movie guys and whatnot, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to call themselves the Movie Thinkers. I mean, I would like to say the Movie Stinkers, but just because I forgot to say stinkers earlier for some strange reason, because it's my thing my cousin says. Everyone else that's not the Noodling Crescent stuff is just stinker. But, you know, sometimes stinkers don't always stink, you know. It's a weird academy. Sometimes it's just they have good bathroom. It's amazing. But anyways, and according to my notes, I guess that is it. And also, there was a whisper thing, and apparently to this Gucci guy, and this Chairman Naharloff, and it apparently turns out it has something to do with this thing involving now Sam and Glorious One Sam Levine and his number one contendership, and it's being against the finalist of the last year's tournament that didn't make it all the way to Spectacular, the Barbarian. And it seems that they face each other, and it's going to be glorious. That's a main event. I don't know what the undercard is. They usually like last minute do this, and patrons at least get to know it ahead of time. But that is it. So the yes, this thing got I hear that this Sam Levine guy is his birthday buddy, but he's also Gucciverse, so he's very conflicted. Very conflicted. So yes. Also, Tyler says that when it comes to talking about T-shirt and Flaus and his accent to all races, he is apologetic. I don't know if I should. It's just how my accent goes in and out. It's very weird. But you don't know if he wants to be German, if he's trying to be German, yeah, or Canadian, or Arabic, or some form of Indian, which, according to also his notes that has nothing to do with Schmoedown, you should be checking out the band Bloodywood. They're a good Indian folk metal that has new metal elements in them, or something. Something like a rap metal thing. I don't know. I heard about them. They sounded pretty good. I agree with him on that. So, here's what it is. Go check that out if you as well. But anyways, what did you guys think of so far the matches? What it's looking to me barbarian, like from this thing, Barbarian's been, like, since Sam have been around, I'd say it's Barbarian, but he won't count Sam out because of what's already happened with Mara and this Mara Kanapik and this Smasher. He really talks highly of a lot. I know who he is. He talks highly of him. According to what my notes, he says don't mention about how he might be why. Oh, never mind. Yes, never mind. Never mind. I just realizing from reading this is a bad idea. Never mind. But anyways, what did you guys? But he does say to do plugs. Oh, as in, what did you think of the matches? Titans, Friday Night Titans thus far, and all that. And leave a comment below. Let him know. As always, keep it random. Keep it real. He says keep random. Keep it real. Keep it rocking. Okay. He'll see you in the next video, and then he tells me this other thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm not Tyler, apparently. It's not the same, apparently. I mean, if you smell what the... I'll try, but if you smell what the... With the movie Trivia Schmoedown, Schmoedown Rocks, Scaband Entertainment, and so on and so forth, is cooking. I'm supposed to do the shade thing, but I don't know. I keep shades on. Screw that. It's cooking. Oh yeah, you dig it. But anyway, dig it. Suck. I'm going to put a spin on it. I don't like suckers. What I'm going to do is say, oh, can you dig it, stinkers? I thought that was funny. But anyways, but yeah, what you think? Leave comment below, let me know. And or him, because he mostly is the channel. I'm just holding the fort down for him for Schmoedown Rocks. But anyways, thank you, and we see you later. Bye, you stinkers. Bye. 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 I'll see you later, maybe, if he lets me.